Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Allegheny. Today is Thursday, February 4th, 2021. My name is Josh Taylor, and here are your announcements for today. Project Yes will be having Girls Empowerment Group on Wednesday, February 10th at 1 p.m. and Man Cave Group on Thursday, February 11th at 2 p.m. AP test registration has opened. The assignment is found in the Schoology class course that the counselors have set up. All AP students must submit the form and any payment by March 1st. It is imperative that all students complete the form, even if they are not taking the exam. This way, they will not be charged for an unused exam. More details and specific information can be found on the assignment page. Now, let's check out the weather with Eric.
Here we go. Oh! Hey everyone, let's dive into today's forecast. Today we should at least be mostly to partly sunny for a good portion of today. However, clouds will increase with the approach of a weak winter system tonight, and there's a chance of a light wintry mix tonight into tomorrow morning, just becoming cold rain as the morning goes on tomorrow. I really can't give you that many specifics. It's hard to determine with these light systems really what they're going to do. It's going to be very fast moving, quite messy, and weak as per current expectations. So you follow your local weather sources. Remember, I have weatherfix.net on Facebook, and you can always go to weather.gov, which is the official National Weather Service website, and that is the official weather forecast right there. So let's go to tomorrow. We should be, it will probably be mostly cloudy for a good portion, again, as that winter system moves out of the area, and then clouds will probably kind of decrease as the day goes on, probably becoming at least partly sunny to maybe even mostly sunny as the day goes on tomorrow, and then tomorrow night we should become partly cloudy. Going to Saturday, mostly sunny skies are expected during the day, and partly cloudy skies are expected Saturday night. Going to Sunday, partly sunny skies are expected during the day, and then partly cloudy skies are expected Sunday night. And you can see the frigid low temperatures Sunday night and Monday night. Monday is going to be mostly sunny, and then partly cloudy Monday night. So that's all I got for this forecast. Really no significant weather to report on besides the light wintry mix tonight into tomorrow morning. So that's all I got for this forecast. Stay tuned.
David Miller presents Great Facial Hair in Super Bowl 55.
Pat O'Connor.
Now, on to sports with David.
Good morning, Allegheny. Welcome back to sports. I'm your host, as always, David Miller, and I have a bunch of Allegheny sports news to go over, and then there's some game happening on Sunday that I'm going to have to talk about. But like I said before we get into that, big news in the world of Allegheny sports. They've announced there's going to be a staggered back-to-school model for athletics. Football and volleyball will start first, and then soccer and cross-country will follow. Football and volleyball will start on February 13th. The first play date for these two sports will be March 5th, and the last will be April 17th. Football, there will be 6 weeks needed to play both home and away games. The season would conclude the week of April 10th, and JV football games could be moved to Wednesday games. Moving on to volleyball, 3 weeks will be needed to play both home and away games with 2 games per week. These 3 weeks will be the week of March 8th, the week of March 15th, and the week of March 22nd. Soccer and cross country will start on March 1st due to field and safety issues. The first play date would be March 22nd, and the last will be April 17th. In regards to soccer and cross country, 3 weeks will be needed to play both home and away games with 2 games per week. These will be the weeks of March 22nd, March 29th, and April 5th. Both of these seasons will be complete by April 12th. All athletes must have a current physical, COVID acknowledgement, and participation forms on file. All COVID protocols that were in effect this fall are still in effect, these being face coverings, maintaining social distancing, etc. Moving on to something that I didn't realize was happening this weekend until this morning, because I don't know about you guys, but with COVID, I haven't really been paying much attention to the days of the week because it all just kind of runs together. So I didn't realize this weekend was actually Super Bowl 55, which is probably pretty bad considering that's kind of my job. But moving on, Super Bowl 55 will be played in Tampa, Florida at Raymond James Stadium, meaning this will be the first time in NFL history a team will play a Super Bowl at their home stadium. This, of course, being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who will be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are entering this game as a wild card team, making them the 11th wild card team in NFL history to advance to the Super Bowl. Now, something that's not necessarily in their favor when it comes to odds, only 4 of the other 10 wildcard teams have ever won the Super Bowl, the last team being the Green Bay Packers in 2010. Apart from that, some of the storylines for this game, the Chiefs are looking to repeat as they won the Super Bowl last year over the San Francisco 49ers. Tom Brady is looking for his 7th ring, which would put him ahead of every NFL team, and the Bucs are going for their 2nd ring. This will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' 2nd Super Bowl appearance, the other one coming in 2002 when they defeated the Oakland Raiders 48-21. This will be the Chiefs' 4th Super Bowl appearance. They've won 2 of their other 3 appearances. The first one being Super Bowl 4 against the Minnesota Vikings, where they won 23-7, and then last year, of course, Super Bowl 54 when they beat the 49ers 31-20. Obviously, the biggest storyline in this game is Brady versus Mahomes. Tom Brady, I don't see how you can debate the fact that he is the greatest quarterback of all time. Patrick Mahomes easily is the most talented quarterback in the NFL right now. He's the future face of the league, if he's not the face of the league already. Now, these 2 quarterbacks, there's an 18-year age gap between them, which is the largest age gap between starting quarterbacks in Super Bowl history. Moving on to some basic info about the game, the Chiefs are favorited by 3. The head referee for this game will be Carl Sheffers. The national anthem will be performed by Eric Church and Jasmine Sullivan, with the halftime show performed by The Weeknd. And your announcers will be Jim Nantz, who is doing the play-by-play, Tony Romo, who will be your color commentator, and then Tracy Wolfson, Evan Washburn, and Jay Feely, who will be your sideline reporters. Now, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone here a little bit just to point out something that I thought was pretty interesting. I'm going to kind of step into Eric's territory. So, according to AccuWeather, thunderstorms are in the forecast for Super Bowl Sunday. The early prediction is 71 degrees with a 75% chance of rain. So we could very easily see a very sloppy Super Bowl, which will mean the run game will be dominant, which would kind of take the magic out of it, considering this game is really going to be about Brady versus Mahomes. Now, the keys to victory for these 2 teams, the Chiefs just kind of have to keep doing what they're doing. They're on a hot streak. Their offense has looked amazing. Their defense has really stepped up. That's kind of what has been their weak point throughout the past couple years. But this year, especially in the playoffs, their defense has looked very good, shutting down teams like the Buffalo Bills. As for the Buccaneers, they need to continue what they're doing on defense after the dominant performance they had over the Green Bay Packers. That's definitely something they need to look at. As for the offense, Tom Brady needs to kind of work on his decision-making a little bit, which is so weird to say. But against the Green Bay Packers, he came out firing, had a phenomenal first half. Then the second half kind of caught the turnover bug, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to put all on him. His receivers were making some questionable decisions. A couple guys decided just not to jump for the ball. But if the Buccaneers could avoid turnovers and their defense continues playing at the level they are playing at, I don't see any chance that they are going to get blown out or anything like that by the Chiefs. A lot of people, I think, are underrating the Buccaneers just because they are the 5 seed. Compared to the Chiefs, who were a dominant number 1 seed. The way I look at it, you can never count out Tom Brady. So, that being said, I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this one. I know it's probably a little bit unpopular, as I said, but I just can't pick against Tom Brady. I can't bring myself to do it. That being said, that's all I got. Make sure to stay safe, wash your hands. But that's all I got. Back to Josh.
Thanks, David. Now, here's the second installation in our course selection series, featuring Dr. Sheehy.
Good morning, Allegheny. Thank you for having me on AML. Are you going to be a junior or a senior next year who is looking for a social studies elective or an AP3 credit course? Or will you be a senior next year and you're considering a dual enrollment college class from Allegheny College that you can take right at our school during either the fall or spring semester? If so, psychology can meet all of those purposes. You can take psychology at academic, AP, or college levels. A few questions may help you decide if you should consider psychology. Do you ever take a nap and actually feel more tired after you rest? You will learn the value of a power nap studying consciousness in psychology class. If you are right-handed, should you eat at least one meal a day with your left hand? You will learn the answer studying neuroscience in psychology class. Do you ever have a question in class, but you wonder why after someone asks the exact same question, you have the motivation to speak up? You will learn why that is studying motivation in psychology class. Have you wondered lately why TV shows that had live student audiences in the past are now airing episodes under COVID guidelines by using laugh tracks, so no audience there, and editing in audience footage from over a year ago? You will learn why when you study social psychology in class. Do you think you can study with the music on? You will learn that it just might not be the best studying unless the music does not have any words when you study sensation and perception in psychology class. Do you want to improve your memory and study more efficiently? You will learn how when you study memory and intelligence in psychology class. Sound interested? You can sign up during open scheduling. Your guidance counselors will be talking to you soon. You can message me in Schoology by clicking on the envelope and typing in Dr. Sheehy. Have a great day, everyone.
Hi, my name is Kenny Trung, and I took AP Psychology last year. Psychology is the study of the human mind and its functions. The subject essentially provides and teaches you the logical explanations or inner workings of human behavior and just human actions, regardless if it's conscious or unconscious. Going over the brain, and primarily memory, was one of my favorite topics to learn about. Just learning how the components of the brain and how memory works and where it's stored and how selective and fragile it is was really interesting. My favorite memory from the class would have been the countless activities we did, but more importantly, I would have to give it to having Dr. Sheehy as a teacher, and her as in general, because she just had that energy to keep the subject constantly interesting and memorable. And I always felt like I was actively learning when she taught. If I had to describe AP Psychology in one word, it would have to be mnemonics. Psychology can be a very confusing subject since it encompasses a lot of abstract ideas, which can be very hard to understand. Dr. Sheehy likes to utilize mnemonics or catchphrases or acronyms that kind of have the purpose of sticking that information to your brain in a catchy manner, and they work. This class cultivates critical thinking and allows you to take the theories and psychological concepts you learn and apply it to your day-to-day life. If you have never taken an AP course before, I would still recommend this class. It's a subject that is unorthodox but refreshing in this like STEM and English history ecosystem of classes that you take every year. And for an AP class, it's not too grueling or demanding, so I would definitely recommend this class.
College psychology is all about taking a closer look into the fundamentals of psychology. From learning about the most famous psychologists to the intricate functions and consciousness of the mind. I know it may sound completely strange, but I really enjoy learning about all the different mental illnesses and mood disorders. I feel like having knowledge about all of the different mental illnesses or mood disorders can better help people to understand the people out there who have them and how to help them. Although this year the class was virtual, one of my favorite memories was watching Crash Courses with Hank Green in class. The videos really helped my understanding of the subjects, and Hank Green is absolutely hilarious in my opinion. One word I would use to describe college psych is enlightening. The class shines a light on many important topics like types of therapy, memory, emotions, and personality that I feel are crucial for teens especially to know, as well as some awesome fun facts. Taking college psych can help students to better understand the behavior and mental processes of themselves or others, and can help build critical and abstract thinking. You'll need to do your best to stay focused in class. Taking good notes during PowerPoints and being sure to read your textbook will both help you do great on tests, as well as when you're creating a chapter outline for Microsoft Excel. For those of you who are interested in taking a college course, I would highly recommend taking this class. The material is advanced, but not too advanced that anyone who hasn't taken a psych course wouldn't understand. I personally hadn't taken any other psychology courses prior to taking this one, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I didn't struggle at all with the material or the workload. I hope you guys consider taking college psych next year. Bye!
Thanks, everyone. Now, finally, let's move on to Curtain Call with Emily again.
What if?
You could say something to someone.
Anything.
Anything.
Anything at all.
With no worries about how they'd react.
That they would get mad.
Or be disappointed.
Or start a fight.
What would you say?
Who would you say it to?
Or what if you knew?
That someone had something to say to you.
Something important.
Something shocking.
Something uncomfortable.
Would you argue?
Would you walk away?
Would you change?
What if it was your daughter? Your son?
Or sister.
Or brother.
Your best friend.
Your worst enemy.
How would you feel?
Would you think about why they felt like they couldn't tell you?
And then, would you listen?
I'll be dancing halfway down the street.
This is what I want to say.
But never will.
I'll be dancing halfway down the street.
That's everything we have for today. Thanks for watching. Everyone stay safe, healthy, and with that, AML signs out.